Good morning. The time is 6:45 in the morning. I'm not normally down here this early, but I gotta go with my dad to his cousin's funeral, so I just needed to get down here and just do a few things in the morning before we have to leave for the drive. Anyway, yeah, last time I was down here I got weed fabric down, but I didn't get to pin it around the edges and I didn't cut the holes. So I'm going to pin it on the edges and hopefully I'll have enough time at least to do some of the planting. Well, that's the plan. I'm worried plants won't survive otherwise. So no time to stand and chat. I have to crack on. Well, that was harder than I thought it would be. I've discovered early in the morning, when the weed suppressant fabric is obviously slightly damp from the night, it doesn't like to burn as easily. But I still managed it. I guess it just had to dry slightly. Let me show you. So, that big tall one and that one there are the Taunton Dean perennial kale. The rest of them are purple sprouting broccoli. So hopefully I'll get a good crop of them. So I've put some of the sweet peas in. I've put them, where can you see? There, where the wire bit is. Let me show you closer. Put them in this protective wire so the rabbits don't eat them, and hopefully they'll grow up there and up. I've also put a couple of plants just down here so it can grow up through the honeysuckle. Also squeezed some in by the pond here, so hopefully that will scramble up with the rose. Well, I did it. I got in what I wanted. Well, I got the beds filled that I wanted. There's still plenty to put in. Let me show you my progress. So in this bed I've got broccoli down the middle and then cabbages on the side. Obviously I need to water them in. And let me show you the progress in the brassica tent. So I have got my Taunton Dean kale there. I have, I think it's purple sprouting broccoli around the edge. I've got some different types of kale here. I've got some purple sprouting broccoli. I've got some shorter kale. And then I've got all these other brassicas to fit in somewhere. Some of those brassicas won't go in because they're already flowering. But I might need to readjust maybe a bed over here to be brassicas. You've got to be slightly flexible with your plan. Some of these, well, I've watered and I'm just going to pull the nets down on that bed and then I'm going to go. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Well, I'm here in the greenhouse. It's supposed to be 18 degrees and sunny today, but it's still cloudy. It hasn't cleared. So most of what I've sown up here has come up, but not everything. I was lucky. I've only had 2 of the sweet corn cells. Oh no, 3 in total not come up, so that's quite good. I think my Balotti beans have rotted off. They got a bit too wet. My honey boat, only 1 out of 4 has come up. Most of the other stuff's alright. But yeah, I do think I need to get planting stuff out, and like where I've got flowers sown there, I need to transplant because otherwise they're going to fry if it gets hot. So, not too bad. Is it better than last year? Don't know, maybe. Time will tell as to whether the mice and the slugs and the birds destroy it all. Well, looking at these fruit trees, there's loads of cherries on there, or starting to form. Loads of apples on that one. Loads of damsons on that one. Loads of plums on that one. And loads of pears on that one. So I think I better buy some of those, was it moth traps? For the certain different fruits so that they don't get those horrible bugs in them when you bite into them, the fruit. Because it would be nice to harvest fruit that's not diseased this year. So yes, I have 1, 2, 3, I have 5 fruit trees in the garden. So good morning, I'm only down here briefly. I'm going to water the brassicas that are planted out and water the brassicas that are still in the modules and then go home. Hopefully I'll be down more tomorrow, but I just don't want those things dying. It's lovely to see the rosebuds there, but it looks like there's green fly all over them. Oh well, wildlife for you. So I'm about to weed the parsnip bed, and it's like, really? Then if you can see, there's a couple of holes in the bed. That'll be the mice. They better not destroy the parsnips that have actually come up. Let me show you. So you got the hole there, and there's a hole over there. I'm never going to totally get rid of them because past my greenhouse is just a big field where there's rabbits and mice and all sorts, so I just have to be grateful that I've got parsnip that's come up. Look at that, you can actually see 4 rows. That's wonderful. Yeah, there's some weeds, but I will be careful how I weed. Well, that will do for today. I did notice though that I was the first on site to do raised beds than others did. Now I'm using the black woven weed membrane to plant my brassicas through, and there the guy on the end is doing it that way as well. Maybe we're just all inspired at the same time, or just slightly after each other. Or maybe he's had a look at mine and thought, maybe. Well, I hope it works for him. He hasn't burnt holes, he's cut holes, so I hope his doesn't unravel everywhere. But then his weed fabric looks like it's thicker than mine. So let's just hope it works for him and makes the plot more enjoyable. Well, I'm up the gate end, so it's probably a bit louder, so that will do for now. Thanks for watching, bye for now. So I'm back down here. I'm going to try and tackle the rest of that. Not sure the battery will do it much more than that, but tackle that and then work on putting the woven fabric on all the other beds for now. I don't think I'm having enough pins to pin the fabric down. Well, not totally properly. But I want to get the fabric cut and seared around the edges and onto the beds, ready for when I can cut out the little holes for planting. Okay, I've been down a few hours, haven't quite got what I wanted done, but I'm reasonably happy with progress. Let me show you what I did. These are covered over and pegged, ready to cut holes, burn holes in for planting through. So there is now 3 in a row that's ready, and then I haven't cleared that, but I have pulled off this one. I will weed it next time. But I have cut and seared the edges for, is it 8 beds, which is the 2 on this side, the 2 which will be the polytunnel, and the 3 which will be the squash frames. Now under the black plastic, or one was going through a gap, there were a couple of parsnips. Unfortunately they're going to seed, so they won't be usable, but they had to be dug up before the next crop goes in. So I think I'm going to listen to my back and I'm gonna go home. So aside from the greenhouse, I've got all the woven fabric seared on the edges, cut to size. Not all of them are obviously in place. I think I have to buy some more of those. They're not U-pins, but they're kind of long ones that you peg the fabric down with, because I'm using more than one packet on each bed. But it'll be a good investment if it saves me hours and hours and hours of reading. I don't like bringing more plastic to the plot, but this fabric actually lets the water through, so I think it's better than the damp proof. The damp proof is great for winter, but I think this is going to save me a lot of time with, during the summer months. We'll see how it holds up, how it survives, how durable it is. But I'm not walking on it, it's only on the beds, so we'll see how it goes.